The other day, I was scrolling on Reddit when I saw this post asking older men for their number one life tip. The top answer: start now. And I couldn't agree more. If you're in your 40s, the best time to take control of your health was yesterday. The second best time though is right now. Let's talk how. Working full-time in a hospital, I see a lot of guys in their 40s struggling with 3 common issues, which, full disclosure, are actually preventable. Number 1, they're constantly exhausted, dealing with chronic pain and joint stiffness. Number 2, their cardiovascular health is in decline. That so-called dad bod, its excess weight, puts serious strain on your heart. And number 3, their sex life. Barely holding on, low testosterone, poor performance, zero drive. And no, it's not just a normal part of aging, but a result of lifetime neglect. It's the same pattern over and over. If you don't know me, I'm Abhishek, a specialist pharmacist in HIV and sexual health with over 16 years of experience. A CDC study found that health declines significantly after 40. In adults aged 18 to 39, only 7.8% rated their health as fair or poor. But that number more than doubles to 17.2% for those between 40 to 64. That's a big jump, and it makes sense. Since your 30s, you begin losing 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. As you enter your 40s, your VO2 max, your heart and lungs' ability to use oxygen drops, and your bone density declines. So, how do you fight back? Workout and movement. You need to increase your physical activity. Simple. I get it. You're busy. You've got a job, maybe kids, a mortgage. But you don't need hours in the gym. There's actually a cheat code to this. But first, you need to start with progressive strength training. 2 to 3 times a week, from lower weights, even a water bottle, gradually increasing to train your body. And no, you don't need to deadlift a truck. Even push-ups, squats, and resistant bands at home can make a huge difference. Mobility work like stretching and yoga is a complete non-negotiable. You don't want to be the guy who groans every time he stands up. And finally, just walk. It's the ultimate cheat code. Research has proven that 8 to 10,000 steps a day cut your heart risk by nearly 40%. And you can do it anywhere and anytime. If you're thinking, yeah, I know I need to exercise, but I just can't stick to it, keep watching. Motivation. According to a men's healthcare study, most guys fail not because of time, but because they lack a why. Men who stick to their health goals link it to their family, their career, and their ability to still chase their kids or grandkids around in 10 years. So, instead of thinking, I need abs like Chris Hemsworth, shift your mindset to, I need to work out so that I can be there for my kids, my partner, and my future. Bring your friends and family into it. Habits stick when you're accountable to someone. After all, it's your family. Still, you can have the best workout routine, but if this next part of your health is off, everything else suffers. Sexual health. As a specialist pharmacist in sexual health, I can't tell you how many times this happened to me in my clinic. A guy in his 40s comes to my clinic, hesitates for a second, and then finally says, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't perform in bedroom like I used to. He is not alone. Research shows that 40% of men over 40 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction, but most suffer in silence. They think it's just a part of aging. Low drive, weaker performance, and that feeling of just not being the same. What if the real issue isn't physical at all? Let's zoom out for a second. Mental health. No one talks about how your mental health can wreak havoc on you physically. It's a vicious cycle. Stress, poor lifestyle, lack of sleep, and mental fatigue make your physical and sexual health worse. And the worse it gets, the more it weighs on your mind. Most patients I see coming in for a sudden stroke or a heart attack are guys in their 40s breaking down from stress, work stress, young kids, aging parents, bills piling up. Research actually backed this up. According to studies, men above 40 have some of the highest mental health struggle rates, including anxiety, depression, and suicide. Why? Because they carry everything but rarely talk about it. And the worse it gets, the more they isolate themselves. But here's what's important. It doesn't have to be this way. Just a few simple changes can improve your quality of life, both in the bedroom and outside significantly. Like, set boundaries. Work will take as much of your time as you let it. Start saying no. Sleep at least 7 to 9 hours per night. It actually increases your testosterone levels and repairs and restores your brain. Talk to someone, be it family, friends, or therapy for a safe, relaxing space. Also, focus on more stress relief practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or even memes, whatever helps you unwind. The worst part is, most guys don't even see the warning signs until they land in a hospital bed. The same guys I see struggling with stress, exhaustion, and burnout, a few years later, they're in getting prescription after prescription, blood pressure meds, cholesterol meds, pill for pre-diabetes, antidepressants, anti-anxiety, etc. But instead of waiting for your body to break, you should take care of your body before problems start and focus on preventative healthcare. Get regular checkups, blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. Stay ahead of them. If you're over 45, start thinking about prostate and colon screenings. And if you haven't done a full blood panel recently, book one. Your health isn't just about fixing problems. It's about making sure they don't happen in the first place. Think of these changes as a lifestyle now, instead of a 40s phase. Start small, build consistency, and end on a positive note. Think of how good you'll feel when you can still outlift, outrun, and outlast the younger guys. That's it for today, guys. If you found this video useful, share it with someone who might benefit from it. Until next time, stay safe, folks.